Hello and welcome to Horror Down Under. This is a series where I take a look at Australian horror films and just give my opinion on them. After recently doing Razorback, I thought I'd take a look at the similar type of movie, Boar. And this movie was released earlier this year to pretty much mixed response from people. And personally, I actually really enjoyed this. It's a pretty fun creature feature, I thought. And it stars to us a bunch of well-known Australian actors like John Jarratt, who some people will know from Wolf Creek, Simone Buchanan, who was on, she was on a sitcom here called Hey Dad for a few years. It wasn't very good. Also starring Nathan Jones, who was also a professional wrestler, or he had a short stint with the WWE, and now he's pretty much doing acting. But the most interesting casting here is Bill Moseley, best known from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I guess, and some other roles, usually in the horror genre. But it's good to see him play against type and play, somebody pretty normal. So this is set in the outback as usual. Seems all Australian horror films are set in the outback, but some of us do live in cities. So this movie sees, I don't think I'm giving away, a giant boar that's attacking the townsfolk, tourists, animals, what have you. And I do like the fact they use practical effects for most of it. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of CGI, but yeah. And this is directed by Chris Sun, who I think might have a pretty decent career ahead of him. I mean, it is well directed. I mean, the acting's pretty good too. Another thing this has is some really great characters, even some side characters. There's a few scenes in a pub where you get to meet some of the locals, and they're all interesting and very entertaining. This movie's actually quite funny in some parts as well. And that's what I like. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, but you gotta have some humour and something a bit over the top as this. Another good thing it has a pretty decent gore quota too. It's not excessive, it's not over the top, but it is there. Especially with some of the boar attacks. Another thing it does, it makes it so you're not sure who is actually going to die in this from the cast of characters. It does that. The special effects are passable. I mean, you got to remember the Australian movies don't have the megabucks of a Hollywood blockbuster, but I thought the special effects were pretty decent, especially the boar. Again, like I guess Razorback, it doesn't show too much, and sometimes that works better than seeing it in broad daylight, or the special effects. And I know not everybody enjoyed this, but I had a good time with it. I just found it ridiculously entertaining, and it's like I said, the cast of characters, even the side characters, are pretty memorable. And I know it got a mixed response, like I said at the start, but I kind of enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I really liked the characters, and the special effects were passable. So yeah, I can recommend this to pretty much horror fans or fans of monster movies in general. I mean, it's like Razorback, but it's a totally different style, I guess is a perfect way to explain it. Also, I have to thank my fellow countryman YouTuber Andrew Bellino, who gave me a list of Australian horror films I should check out, so I do appreciate that. I will get through some of them. So thank you, Andrew. Okay, let us know, have you seen Boar? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Okay, I'm Adam. That's all for now, and I'll see you again soon for another Horror Down Under.